Hello, this is Envion of Envion Spirit Gems and Readings, and this will be a reading today focusing in on the relationship that the United States has with Canada. So, this is a reading of crystals and stones. I'll be pulling 3 stones and crystals from my reading bag, and I'll be using my intuition as well as the meanings of the stones and crystals to give a short reading on the relationship between the United States and Canada in March of 2025. So Canada has a new prime minister as of yesterday, and obviously there's been a lot of back and forth in the news about our relationship with Canada, and so that's what I'm focused on here in today's reading. The first stone is blue kyanite. The second is a clear quartz crystal. Interesting. And the third is rhodochrosite. This is a very interesting reading for a relationship between two countries. So let me start by just saying all 3 of these stones are, well, let me just go on. As kyanite has to do with positive energy. Clear quartz crystal has to do with amplifying the energy of surrounding stones in manifestation practices. And the last stone, rhodochrosite, is very connected to relationships, love, friendships, relationships. And it's a very interesting choice here. So the first stone, blue kyanite, is one of those energetically positive stones that's incredibly protective of your psychic and mental self. It also is very connected to increasing intuitive powers. So your reasoning, your quality of decisions, it's very connected to that. The clear quartz crystal is often called the magic stone. It's one of the stones that so many people have in their collections, if not everyone, because it's so beautiful and readily available. And a clear quartz crystal point is often associated with amplifying the power, amplifying the message, amplifying the manifestation of surrounding stones or surrounding objects that you're using in your manifestation practices. It's also called the keeper of memories. And so it is often there to remind us of our past. It's there to remind us of stories and history, perhaps, from our past. The last stone, rhodochrosite, is what I call the stone of healing from a broken heart. And it is connected to love and relationships, but it's all about recovering from, moving on from, and creating new relationships in your life as old relationships are no longer serving you. So it's a very interesting reading concerning the relationship we have with Canada. Overall, my intuitive sense and the placement of these 3 stones tell me that there's going to come a time where we, as the United States, really need to make good decisions about our relationships with Canada. We really need to listen to our intuitive self when it comes to our relationships with Canada. It's about changing the direction or the quality of the decisions that we make concerning our relationship with Canada. The clear quartz crystal is amplifying that message, but I think it's also telling us, remember your history with this country. Remember the good relations, the positive trade relations we've had, and the aid that we have given one another back and forth across our borders in various conflicts across the world. Remember the history. And the final stone is about recovering from a broken heart. I see that obviously you don't have to be psychic to see that our relationship with Canada is incredibly strained. But, however, I do see that we will reunite again as partners and have a quality, highly successful relationship in the future. I do think we are going to go through a period of time where both countries are going to be healing from a broken heart as our relationship is strained. But I do see a future where we remember our history. We do have the power to make good decisions again, and we are able to resurrect and reclaim the positive. This boy stone keeps flying out of my hand, doesn't it? We will be able to have a positive relationship and resurrect our positive relationship with the country of Canada. So there's what I see for us. As far as a timetable for these events, of course, time is very abstract when it comes to intuitive readings and psychic energies. But my readings tend to have a 1 to 3 month timetable associated with them. So I'm going to say the next 3 months are going to be fairly strained. We're going to have a broken heart. Canada is going to be brokenhearted about the change in our relationship. But I do see after a 3 month period of time, us able to resurrect our relationship based on the history that we've shared in the past and the power of being able to make better, good, well-informed decisions after that time period to recover from our broken hearts and resurrect the relationship that we have. So that's what I see in today's reading, March 2025, concerning the United States relationships with the country of Canada. If you enjoyed this reading, please, it would mean so much for me for you to like and subscribe to my channel, become a follower, and I'll continue to post videos like this, as well as videos on the use of stones and crystals in your metaphysical practices. Thanks so much for watching, and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.